Kenya is once again glaring at a constitutional crisis, this time round with the head of state at the heart of the crisis. President Ruto's recent confession of building a 1.2 billion shillings mega church at State House has ignited a fierce debate regarding the separation of church and state in Kenya, as stipulated in Article 8 of the Constitution, which states that there shall be no state religion in Kenya.
We are a secular state. There shall be no state religion. That's the law of Kenya.
As a result, constitution and legal experts have argued that the president, who is a symbol of national unity, should not give the impression that Christianity is the preferred religion, especially given Kenya's diverse religious landscape.
It is an extreme form of contempt for the Constitution, and it's unfortunate that the president should stand and address the public and tell them, I don't care what you think, but I will disobey the Constitution. I will disobey, undermine the constitutional provision separating state and religion, and incite other religious institutions also to insist on putting up their structures within the State House.
Legal experts further questioned the lack of public participation in the project, arguing that as a public undertaking, citizens ought to have a say in how public entities like State House are utilized. Further, the Protected Areas Act Cap 204 considers the State House a protected area, and this means that anyone accessing the premises must be granted permission and must comply with any directions or regulations for conduct as issued by the relevant authority. With the alleged controversial structure boasting of a main sanctuary with a capacity for up to 8,000 worshippers and multiple entry points, lawyer Gitobu Imanyara questions the accessibility of such a church, stating that a place of worship should be accessible to all, unlike the restricted State House.
When you put an 8,000 capacity church within State House, which is a protected area, what are you telling us? That only those who are getting clearance will attend church services there? It's like he's one determining who will go to heaven. Yeah? It is really foolish to the extreme.
This, he says, also will largely compromise the security of the State House. Imanyara further questions President Ruto's ability to raise the 1.2 billion shillings, despite the head of state allaying fears that the construction of the structure designed by Skeya Architects Limited would not touch on the taxpayers' money. The church construction has also been pointed to be in conflict with the international human rights laws that emphasize that state functions should operate independently of religious influences. Several civil society organizations have already begun mobilizing to contest the legality of the church, with discussions underway about filing petitions to halt construction.
And I think the earlier he considers that, the better. Otherwise, it can form the basis for an impeachment motion against him.
As debates continue to unfold, there are indications that this could lead to significant court battles that may further influence the landscape of church-state relations in Kenya. Theo Masharia for K24 TV.